Greetings, salutations, ni hao, however you say it in your neck of the woods. I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Le Art of Reading Price Action. Again, welcome to another episode of The Art of Reading Price Action. If you don't know who I am, my name is Timothy Lee Rogers Sr., aka Haranya Grande. You feel me? Shout out to my homegirl Spyleen hanging out with me there. Now, this is The Art of Reading Price Action, and in this episode of Le Art of Reading Price Action, we will be discussing my favorite PD array, the fair value gap. What makes this my favorite PD array? I don't know. Maybe because the fact that all of my trading is based off of the fair value gap, because price either seeks out liquidity or imbalance, and the fair value gap is an imbalance. So, without further ado, let's get right into it, shall we? Direct your attention to that side of the screen right there. The fair value gap is caused by one-sided price delivery, meaning price moves in one direction most expediently, like getting on up out of there. So one-sided price delivery, either up or down, bullish or bearish. All right, let's see what Michael says a fair value gap is, and then I'm gonna give it to you in the terms that little Timmy Rogers understands it. All right, so a fair value gap is a range in price delivery where one side of the market liquidity is offered, meaning one side delivery. Remember I told you one side delivery, right? One side of the market is offered and typically confirmed with the liquidity void. Ignore that. That's the old liquidity void thing. That's just a buy side or sell side imbalance, right? On the lower time frame charts, in the same range of price can actually gap to create a literal vacuum of trading, thus posting an actual price gap. That told you a whole bunch of nothing about what makes this a fair value gap. Now, let's see what it is in the mind of little Timmy Rogers. A fair value gap is a 3-candle pattern where candle 1 and candle 3 do not share price. Again, a 3-candle pattern where candle 1 and candle 3 do not share price. Right? Candle 1, candle 3, candle 2, right? The low of candle 1, the high of candle 3, they do not touch. The space in between there, inside candle 2, is your fair value gap. And remember, whenever you hear me call a fair value gap by the time, like if I say the 1030 fair value gap, it's always based off of candle 2, the candle in which the gap resides. It's always named after candle 2, the one where the gap resides. Now, let's go over the price action and take a peek, if we will, at this bullish fair value gap right here. Remember, a 3-candle pattern where candle 1 and 3 don't share price. So we have candle 1, we have candle 2, and we can't have candle 3. Candle 1 and candle 3 don't share price. Why don't they share price? Because of heavy buy-side delivery at candle 2, right? The high of candle 1 and the low of candle 3 do not share price. So that space in between the low of candle 3 and the high of candle 1 gives you a bullish fair value gap. If you don't understand it, go back and watch that section again. Now, let's move on and let's discuss this bearish fair value gap right over here. Remember, a 3-candle pattern where candle 1 and candle 3 don't share price. You have candle 1, candle 2, and candle 3. And why is that a bearish fair value gap? Because the heavy sell side delivery at candle 2 caused the low of candle 1 and the high of candle 3 to not share price. So the low of candle 1 and the high of candle 3, when they don't share price, the space in between the low of candle 1 and the high of candle 3 inside the body of candle 2 yields you a bearish fair value gap. So that's it. Quick, simple, to the point. Now, let's get into our homework. I want you to go back through price on the ES contract, the June contract, ESM 2024, or however your platform does it. It's the June contract for the ES futures. Go through and mark out one fair value gap at a time on the 60 minutes, 1 month back, taking notes on how price reacted to it on the 5-minute chart. Then go back through price and mark out bearish fair value gaps on the 60-minute chart and take notes on how price reacted to that bearish fair value gap when it traded back to it. That's your homework. Now, let's go over to the chart, and I'm gonna show you an example of how to mark it out on the chart itself. Okay, so here we are on a 60-minute chart, and you're gonna go back 1 month back on the ES contract, ESM 2024, or however your platform says it. You're going to go 1 month back. You're going to mark out on the 1 hour chart. You can type 60, press enter. You can type 1H, press enter, or you can go up here and click on the time or interval, whatever you call it, and pick 1 hour. All right. You're going to take your rectangle tool. I keep my favorites bar down here. If you don't know where it is, the rectangle tool can be found over here in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th one down. How it is on mine anyway. Click on it and go to rectangle tool. Or you can hold, it says Alt-Shift-R. Alt-Shift-R for rectangle tool. Those are all the different ways you can get to it. Now, we're going to mark out this bullish fair value gap right over here. Click it. Go to the low. Click it. Drag it out until price touches it right there. When price touched it there, I'm going to go 1 candle past it because this is the beginning of that candle. I want to see what price did while it was inside it. So I'm going to go at least 1 candle over, so I know where the price interacted with it at. Then you go down to a 5-minute time frame. Same thing with a 60. Your choice of how to get to the intervals. I'm going to type 5, press enter. Then we're going to find that area that we marked out. Just like that. And then you would just go through and make your notes of what price did when it traded back to this fair value gap. And with that, that brings us to the end of another episode of The Art of Reading Price Action. Now, mentees, we will not be doing a homework review next Wednesday night because me and me familia would be on vacation. But I still want you to do your homework. Feel free to post any questions you may have in the Discord. And if I get some free time while on vacation, I may reply. Not promise you anything. If you want to be a part of the paid mentorship, there's a join button around here somewhere on the screen. You can click it. It's $24.99 a month. If you don't want to be a part of the paid mentorship, just enjoy these videos that I'm dropping every Friday about the art of reading price action. The mentorship just gives you access to moi to do homework reviews, to do monthly Q&As. So if it sounds like something you like, hit the join button. Also, you can download these slides, the slides that we was using. You can download these slides for absolutely free. There's a link in the description there. You can go there, download the slides for free. Now, remember, please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with anybody you think that will learn something from it. Until the next time, it's your boy, Aranya Grande, aka Big Spider. And this has been another episode of The Art of Reading Price Action.